5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me. Level up, 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 level up.
Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Stephanie. I'd like to welcome all my new little subbies. Today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a transformation. Get ready with me. This is how it all starts out, guys. I was hesitant to do this video because this is what we have to work with. This is the starting canvas. But I am going to be doing a transformation video for you guys today from this to this. Alright guys, what I normally do whenever I get out of the shower, I usually pop these glasses off and go ahead and put in my contacts. So I'm going to do that really quick. Alright, now that I have on my contacts, I'm going to go into this. This is the Pro-Collagen Marine Cream. This is the one that we got in the BoxyCharm Luxe box. And I usually apply this all over my face. This has a very good center. I love this stuff. And I really do feel like after I apply it, I do feel the firmness in my face. I do take a little bit and go down my neck with it as well. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. And then I go ahead and pull my hair out of this towel. And just brush this mess out. Okay, after I do that, I usually do my brows before I do anything, just because that always kind of gives me a problem. Like, I've always had trouble doing my brows. I'm getting better at it, but I like to do them before I apply anything. So I am going to go in with the Anastasia pomade. This is in the shade Chocolate. Now, I'm not going to say that this is a dupe for the Anastasia, but this is kind of similar. This is the LA Colors. Like, if you don't want to spend, I don't even remember how much this was. I know it's pretty pricey, but I think this was like $5 or $7 at a dollar store or Walmart. You can get this anywhere. And this one's kind of dried out, but I mean, it looks kind of the same, like the pomade. This is in the shade Dark Brown. And also, if you don't like the pomades, this is a very good product that obviously you can tell I've used it all up. But this is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. This is just the powders. I really, whenever you're first starting out on your brows, I recommend to use powder because it's just, it's not as harsh as the pomade. I'm not saying the pomade is harsh, because once you go through and you run your spoolie through, like, it kind of, you know, everything blends in. But if you're new to doing the eyebrows, I would recommend to start out with a powder. But alright, I'm just gonna take my, let me grab my mirror. I'm just gonna take a spoolie and run that through my brows. Also guys, I got this idea for this video from Juicy Jazz. I will link her YouTube in the description box below. I really enjoyed her videos. I barely started watching her, but I kind of binge watched all her videos, but I'm really liking it. This is the Colourpop, I don't have numbers on it. I guess it's just the angled brush. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and dip into some of that pomade, and I always keep a little toallita with me just to kind of wipe, like, I don't want it, I really want the thickness on here, because sometimes you can grab up a lot of product and then whenever you put it on, it's like a really thick deal. So I just kind of blot that on my little toallita and then just kind of go from there. I like to kind of start in the middle and in the front, and then just kind of arch it out. Also guys, whenever I do my eyebrows, I like to go in and I clean up on the bottom and on the top. So if you get a little messy or anything, don't worry, because you can always go back and clean it up. Okay, now that I have kind of like the outline done of it, I went ahead and finished this one off camera just to save me a little bit of time, but I'm going to show y'all how I did this one. Now that I have the outline of my brow, I take a little bit more of the pomade and I just kind of put like little light strokes just to fill it in. And then I just keep whatever products left and just kind of do like hair-like strokes in the front. Kind of flick it up. Okay, and then I'll take my spoolie and just run it through where I have a little bit too much product just to kind of even it all out. And then I go in with the NYX, this is the brow, they say it's brow mascara. I just go over that with my brow to just kind of hold all my eyebrow hairs in place. So I just go really lightly in the front. And then I just kind of run it through the rest of the brow. I really like this stuff, and y'all, this has lasted me forever. This is really good stuff. Okay, then I just kind of let that, NYX stuff kind of dry down a little bit on my brow. And then I'm going to take the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This is in Light 12. And son of a gun, guys. Everybody wanting to text me today. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm going to take the concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take the Morphe. This is the Morphe Y21 brush. I like this brush a lot to clean up because it has that real sharp edge on it. So, and all I do, I just dip it a little bit like that, kind of run it in and then just kind of stamp it out. That way there's not too much product on the brow. And then I just start from the front of the brow. And I take a real light hand when I do this, guys. And I just kind of make it the shape that I want. And don't worry if you get any on your hair, like your eyebrow hair. You can always go back and fill it in. Okay guys, after I do that, I don't like to use the Colourpop concealer to do the top of my brow, just because I don't want that to stand out too much, and that concealer is really light, as you can tell. So I just go in with the Limelight foundation, looks like this, and I just take a little bit, I clean off that brush, and I take a little bit on the same Y21, the Morphe Y21 brush, and that's what I use to clean up the top of my brow. So I'm just going to start right here. Okay. And that is my current brow routine. And then I just go into the same Colourpop concealer and just go ahead and set my eyelids, or I prep them and get them ready for eyeshadow. I just put a little bit on, and then I take the little beauty blender sponge. This is one of the little medium sized ones that came in there. Just kind of dry off any water that's in it still. And then I just kind of work that into my eyelids. Okay, after I've let that concealer sit on my eyelids for about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to go in with the Morphe E30 brush. Looks like this. And I'm going to be using the Violet Voss palette today. I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is a really pretty palette. I also got this in the Boxy Looks December box. Okay, I'm just gonna take Thanks a Latte, this shade right here. And I'm gonna take it on that Morphe E30 brush, and I'm just gonna set my eyelids with that. I watch different techniques. Some people don't set their concealer and then the eyeshadow comes out really nicely. I've tried that before, and I notice I just get a lot of like skip marks in my eyes whenever I start trying to put on my shadows. So I always set my eyelids before I go in with my shadows. I'm trying to figure out what kind of eye look I want to do today. I think I'm just going to do something fairly simple, and I do want to talk to you about these two brushes. This is the Morphe 531 brush. It's a big fluff brush. I love this brush for my crease. The bristles are very soft on it. It's so easy to blend out colors or shades. And then this is the Morphe G117 brush. Same thing, it's just a big fluff brush. Bristles are really soft. And this is my ride or die. This is what I always use to blend out my crease colors, just because it has such a pretty finish to it. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this Violet Voss palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade Transition. And I'm going to pick it up on the Morphe G17 brush, and I'm just going to work that into the crease of my eye. I like to start in back and forth motions just to kind of place the color where I want it, and then I'll buff it out in using circular motion. Alright, and then I'm going to go into Are You Kidding Me? Looks like this. I'm just going to pick that up on a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. Now I like this one because it has like a smaller little head. That way it can fit more in my crease. So I'm going to pick that shade up, and I'm just going to work that right in my crease. Okay, and then I'm going to take this shimmer. It's called Bat My Eyes. It's like a brownie, coppery shimmer shade. And I'm going to take that on a large shadow brush. I'm just going to pick some of that up. And I'm just going to work it in the inner part of my eye. About halfway on my eyelid. Okay, now that I packed that on there, shit, drop my brush. Alright, now that I've packed that on there, I'm going to clean off that brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of that, and I'm going to go ahead and spray the brush. And the reason that I spray the brush whenever I pick up that shimmer shade, I just spray it with a little bit of this setting spray. It just kind of enhances the color of the shadow. That's all it does. It just kind of brightens it up. I don't know if y'all can see, but that's all it does. So when I say I spray my brush with setting spray when I'm using shimmers, that's all it does. Alright, and then I'm just going to take the Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. Looks like this. And I am going to pick up brownie points. And I'm just going to dab that where I stopped with the shimmer. kind of dab it first, and then I'm going to work it in. Okay, and this is what the eye is going to look like when it's finished. It's just a simple neutral eye today, nothing over the top. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other eye off camera, and then I'll be back to continue my face. Okay, now after I have that done, I'm just going to go into one of my makeup wipes. And I'm just going to kind of wrap it around the middle. And I'm just going to clean up the outside of that eyeshadow. Okay, now after I do that, I'm going to go into my moisturizer. I've been using the e.l.f. Daily Hydration moisturizer. I'm really liking that. It doesn't leave me greasy. I've noticed on some of the moisturizers that I have used in the past, it looked like a greasy film, but this moisturizes my face and it dries down. So I'm really liking that. And this is a step, like I said, if you watch my previous videos, I do not leave this out anymore. I used to not moisturize my face, but I noticed that it helps my makeup wear a little bit better and also sit on my skin a lot better. So moisturizing, I don't leave that step out ever, even if it's just a simple look. So I go ahead and moisturize, and then I usually let that dry down. And today I'm going to be going into the Tatcha-The Silk Canvas. I know y'all are probably tired of seeing this face primer, but y'all, this is my ride or die. Ever since I've tried this primer, nothing else kind of matches up to it. I did try out, I've been trying to give this, like, I've already given it like 4 chances. This is the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. This, unfortunately, guys, just did not work for me. It leaves me feeling really greasy, and even when I set with powder and I use the setting spray, I just find that I crease so much right in here, and especially, now I crease anyway, even with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, just not as bad and not as noticeable as I do with the e.l.f. Primer. But there are some good ones that I've really liked. The Estee Lauder, the Illuminator, that one's really good. I don't know if you can see that. I really like that one, and I've really been digging the Cover FX Blurring Primer. And this one, I got this in one of my, what was it? BoxyCharm boxes. And it's the Becca, I don't believe this is a full size. It's kind of like a little travel size because it doesn't even feel like there's a lot of product. I've used it twice. And this just leaves my face, it's the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, and it actually leaves like white residue all over my face, and it makes my face feel so tight. So I don't like that. I'm probably just going to end up chunking that because I don't like it. Alright, so after that's dried down, my moisturizer's dried down, I'm going to go into my the Silk Canvas, and I probably pick up more than I should, but that's just how I do it. That's my take on how I do my stuff. So I'm just going to work that into my face. Okay, now that I have my primer on, I'm going to be using the Limelight foundation today. I'm not sure what shade this is, y'all. It came on the box, but I threw the box away. It's very good foundation. I really like it. I love the way it wears. I do apply it with a brush, and I'm going to go into the Morphe M6 brush. This looks like this. This is a super soft brush. So I go in first with the brush, and I do go back in with my beauty blender just to pounce over this, just to kind of give it that, I guess, like a a smooth finish. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of dot that in my face. Alright, now after I do that, I'm going to go in with my dampened beauty blender. I am going to pick up just a little bit of product on the back of it. So I'm just going to kind of pounce that in my face. I notice with the beauty blender, it just gives me that smooth finish. So even if I do use a brush with like stick foundations, I always go back in with the beauty blender and go over it. Alright. Now I'm going to go in with some of the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. And I'm going to pick up the shade. This is Light number 10. And I'm just going to apply some concealer. Okay, now that I've applied my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the dampened beauty blender, and I'm going to blend that all out. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. This is in the shade Banana. I'm just going to take it on a Luxie. This is a Luxie 522 tapered highlight brush. I really like it though to apply my setting powders with. So I'm just going to take that right underneath my eye. And I just gotta stamp it on there just so I'm not moving around any of the product that I just put on. So instead of like dragging it on my face, I just kind of stamp it. Alright, and then after I do that, I'm going to go into the Balm. This is a bronzer blush. I don't use it as a bronzer or a blush. It looks like this. I use this just to kind of carve out my cheeks with. And I'm going to take it on the Y11 Morphe brush. I like it how it has that little point so it can really get in there underneath my cheeks. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that and kind of contour my face with it. Try to go really light whenever I do this, go in with a real light hand, just like I said, so I'm not moving around any of the product that I just placed. So I'm just going to start. And I do try to hold this at the very end, that way I'm not like really in there. Because if you go in with a heavy hand, it's going to look a little harsh. And I've had to learn that the hard way, guys, looking at pictures of myself. Alright, after after I have that, I'm going to go into that banana setting powder. And I'm going to pick up a little bit on my beauty blender. And I'm just going to kind of go right underneath where I just contour my face. Just to kind of give it that clean look. I didn't let that banana powder bake on my face a little bit. I'm going to go into the I Love Makeup contour palette. It looks like this. And I'm going to pick up this bright, this light shade. I'm just going to run my beauty blender in it. And I'm just going to set underneath my eyes, just kind of brighten them up a little bit. Okay, I went ahead and contoured my nose real quick, and I just went in with the same powder just to kind of set that into place. Now that I have my under eye baking, I'm going to go in with the palette and finish up the under eyes. Alright, as always guys, I'm going to take my flat brush by e.l.f. and I'm going to pick up, the shade Bestie. Shit. And I'm just going to run that underneath my eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with brownie points. It's that darker brown shade. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go into my lashes. I'm just going to curl them really quick, and I am going to apply, these are just like my everyday wear, the Adrell Whispies 113. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes really quick and apply some mascara. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my falsies. Alright, I'm just going to, Alright, I'm just going to get my Lily Lash applicator. And I'm going to clamp my lash in there. And I use the Duo Clear adhesive. And then I just kind of let it dry down for 30-35 seconds.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, now that I've applied my lashes, I'm going to go ahead and take a BH Cosmetics fluff brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and sweep off that setting powder. Okay, I'm going to go into the butter bronzer, and I'm going to take a Morphe M553 brush. Looks like this. I love this brush to apply bronzer. It's really soft. So I'm just going to pick up that butter bronzer in deep bronze and just bronze up my face. Now I'm just going to go into this e.l.f. palette. It was a bronzer and a blush, but I broke the bronzer. I'm just going to pick up that blush. This is just a really light shimmery pink. I'm just going to dust it on my cheeks. So pretty. Okay, and I'm going to take the Starlooks, this is Ultra Luxe Longwear Eye Pencil. This is in the shade Brown. And I'm just going to, before I do that though guys, I am going to go in with chingas. Okay, I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner and I'm just going to line, I want a tight line underneath my lashes. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the Starlooks. This is the brown eyelining pencil, and I'm just going to line my waterline. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into that, the Violet Voss palette, and I'm just going to pick up, I'm trying to figure out which one I want. Alright, I'm going to go back into this palette and just pick up this shimmer shade. I'm just going to pick it up on a BH Cosmetics fluff brush, and as always, I'm going to put that in the corner of my eye. This seals the deal for me. Okay, and then I'm just going to take whatever's left and highlight my brow bone. Alright, now I'm going to go into, I want to take the Wonder Beauty Wondrous Dusk to Dawn palette, and I'm going to pick up the highlight City Limits. Looks like this. And I'm just going to pick that up with a Morphe M451 brush. And I'm going to highlight my face. This is just a very light highlight, nothing too extravagant. Sometimes I like a blinding highlight, and some days I just like something subtle. So today that's what we're doing. Now that I've applied that, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the Becky G collab from Colourpop. I'm not even going to lie guys, I don't know how to pronounce that shade. I'll list it in the description box below though. But I'm going to go ahead and apply some lipstick. I love this color. It's kind of like a rust kind of shade. I don't know. I like it. Alright, then after I do that, how I've been liking to do my hair, guys, I've been trying to let it grow out, and I don't like to apply heat every day. So like if I stringed it out yesterday, then I don't apply heat or anything. But I go into the Don't Despair Repair. This is just a strength and moisturizer leave-in mask. So I do spray my hair down with this. I get the front of it, and then I really get the ends, because that's where I have a lot of my problem areas at. So I just kind of spray it in and kind of crunch it. This stuff smells so good. Love it. Okay. And then usually I just put it like in a little half pony, like I'll just spray a little bit of some hairspray in my hair, just kind of right in the front. I just kind of mark out the areas that I want. I just kind of spray it down a little bit. And then I use this harder brush to kind of go in just because it helps me lay all my baby hairs down. This has kind of like been my go-to hairstyle here lately because I don't, like I said, I don't like to apply heat products to my hair every day. So, and I feel like this is a cute hairstyle just to kind of wear every day. You don't even have to be going nowhere. Alright, and then I just take a black scrunchie. And I just tie it up. I do try to go around as many times as I can just to give it the little bit of height. And then I just kind of tighten it up. And if you have any loose baby hairs, just spray them. Or sometimes I just spray the brush. And then I just go in and put them back. Okay. Alright guys, this is the final look. Okay lovelies, I all hope you enjoyed that type of video. Like I said, I got this idea from Juicy Jazz. I watch her YouTube. I will link her YouTube channel down below. I really thought this was a neat idea, so I hope you all enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel and you have been liking what you've been seeing, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I post a video. Don't forget to check out the giveaway video that I'll be posting at the end of this video. That closes January 31st. So go check that out for your chance to win the giveaway. As always guys, thank you so much for the continued support. It doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate everybody. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Thanks again for watching.